I like the Adirondack jacket with the tie and the shirt.
My mom got me this for Christmas, so I'm just to make sure that she knows.
Oh, well, there we
She
go.
was texting me about my brother this morning. I'm like, I'm still here, you know?
Hi, everyone. It's time for the Drew's News podcast, where we're serving up all the news you need, a dash of pop culture, a splash of inspiration, and always with a side of good feels. And today we're covering everything from Rihanna's upcoming Super Bowl halftime show to the things that men can do freely but maybe women get judged for. Well, I'm here with my co-pilot, Ross Mathews. Hi, Rossi.
Hey, ready to go long? That's a football reference.
I knew what
Gross.
it was, actually.
Yeah. Gross.
Yeah.
That
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Well, Ross, that voice over there is the very special guest we have joining us, host of the podcast Sunday Conversations, and college football's first ever supervisor of morale. It's Caleb Pressley.
Hi, Caleb.
Hi, Caleb.
Ready to go long.
Ready. I have to say, I love the idea of what was it called? The supervisor of morale. What is that role?
So I wasn't good enough to play. Obviously, you saw me already.
No, stop. You were quarterback.
Yeah, well, I wasn't, but
What were you?
technically I was.
Yes.
But in terms of if I was on the field or not, I wasn't.
Okay.
So basically, I decided instead of telling people I'm the quarterback and they look for me on the field, I'm like, I'm the supervisor of morale. And when they see me slapping butts, they're like, that makes sense.
Oh, Drew, guess what? It turns out I didn't know, but I'm a supervisor of morale, too.
You are.
Yeah, I didn't know
Rossi.
slapping butts made you that. I need a badge.
Yeah.
You really are. Would you be kind enough, Caleb, to hit some headlines with us?
I would love to.
Oh, great.
All
Tell me
right.
we have some football headlines.
Well, first up, Rihanna just shared an early glimpse into her upcoming Super Bowl halftime show. The 30-second trailer sent the internet into a frenzy. In it, the 9-time Grammy Award winner struts on a dark runway as lights flash. This halftime show will be the first time Rihanna has done a performance in 5 years.
Yeah, it's been too long. Where you been?
What a comeback.
Yeah, well, she's been busy, right? She had a baby, and the whole internet's been waiting for
I
a
hope she
new
holds
album.
a baby like this during the show.
Right. I just cannot get enough of her. I've been one of those people waiting for this album, and I'm going to be drooling for this halftime show. Are you going to? Do you look? I know you're a big football fan like me, but you've got to be looking forward to the halftime show.
How do you
as
know?
well.
I didn't tell you that.
Well, hello.
You're assuming. You're assuming things about
Do
me.
you like the halftime
Ross,
show?
You're assuming things about me.
Yeah, but do you not like football? I am assuming that.
Yeah, I love football.
Oh, I was right. Drew, I was right.
But you assumed.
I did. Yeah, sorry.
And do you like
his ass.
the halftime show? And do you like the commercials? I love the commercials.
Yeah, I love the Super Bowl. Watching Super Bowl is like Super Bowl parties suck because you have to watch, you have to hear. You can't have people talking to you ever.
Totally agree.
Game or commercial or halftime.
Mm-hmm.
I know, it's like every second counts.
Yes.
Even the crunch
It's real
of my own
programming.
snacks
It's real program that
bother my
counts.
head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So are you a Rihanna fan?
Yes,
I know. Who is it, by the
1000%.
way? I'd love to produce the human that does not like Rihanna. They don't exist.
Well, I was thinking about this. I was like, when I saw her little teaser come out, I was like, it has been such a long time. She was popular. They say your music period, when the most important music to you is during your high school years. So that was, for me, that was Rihanna.
Mm-hmm.
She was part of that group.
Yep.
I was like, there probably are people who are watching this like, who is this bitch?
Everyone knows Rihanna.
I don't know, dude. I have my little brother's 10 years younger than me. I don't know. I mean, he knows who she is, but I don't know if he's going to be riding for her songs. He might think that she's doing she has a makeup line or she has a
Fenty.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying people have changed.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, I think because we have been so waiting for Rihanna for so long that it's going to be one of those halftime shows that goes down in history as one of the best. Like Prince when it was raining. Remember? I think it's going to be that good.
Did you like last year's?
Yeah, I did like last year's. I liked that it paid homage to being in LA. I liked all that.
West Coast
that was
rap.
cool.
Yeah, I like Beyonce. I like Gaga. I'm going to love Rihanna.
See, I grew up in Los Angeles, so and rap music was so important to me. And in the 70s and 80s when hip hop and rap and all of that came into the forefront, it's my favorite music, and I was so excited, and so it really did it for me because that is how I grew up and where I grew up.
Yeah, and I'm a flaming homosexual, which is why I'm excited
Dude,
about
what?
Rihanna. Yeah,
No, I don't believe
we
you.
all bring something to the table.
I didn't want to assume. See,
Yeah,
you
you
assumed,
didn't
but I
assume.
didn't want to assume.
Yeah, well, you know what? You had a hunch and you were right.
Oh, I love it. All right, next, people on the internet are sharing things they can say that men do freely, but women are often immediately judged for. Things like, I'll give examples because I personally need an example. I heard this story and I was like, well, what are the examples?
Yeah, curious.
All right, here we go. Aging, having gray hair, having body hair, not being in a relationship, oh, that would be me, not wanting marriage or children. I don't anymore. I have children and I never want to get married again. Going to a bar or a restaurant alone, or even being assertive in conversations. Okay, that one just pisses me off. Yeah. Being assertive in conversations, that can't be. I hope to God that's not true. All right, men, thoughts?
Well, you speak for straight men because now I'm assuming. Here we go.
Yeah, that's true. You just assumed.
I did
pull
just
it
assume.
together, man.
Ross, ask Caleb if he is a heterosexual.
Well, I just put you in a box.
I mean, it's insane, but I'll let it go. But it's insane.
Do we have any straight men here? And maybe raise their hand if we have any.
Listen, as a straight man, I'll say. Well, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I appreciate you not putting me in a box.
Sage obviously did not raise his hand.
I mean, the list is insane. The list is insane.
Right.
We agree on that all across the board.
A little bit, yeah.
Well, because, it's insane. That's why. But there are things that people get judged for. Girls get judged for. Guys get judged for. But, I mean, have you ever been a guy in New York City trying to get into a club?
No.
Oh, tell me everything.
What's it like?
Yeah. Have you ever been a girl trying to get into a club?
You're saying girls can just walk in?
Listen, there's different things for different people. We all have our strifes. We all live our life with our strifes.
Yeah.
There are things that are easier as girls. There are things that are easier as guys.
Okay, what's easier for a guy?
The list is not great, but there are some things that are probably true.
Well, let's go through. So aging is it easier for a man?
Guys
I think
do
so.
look better when they get older. That's a fact. And I didn't make it up, but everyone knows that. When old
Some
dudes
men.
look better than old ladies. Like, if you go into a retirement community, there's going to be some hot old dudes, not so many hot old ladies.
So you're hetero and into older men.
Well,
Wow, we really shouldn't have put you in a box.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, that's unfortunately
Some
or fortunately a fact.
Age really badly, though. Some people just
About what? Below the belt, for sure, probably.
I definitely like what you mean. Like they just.
That's what I've heard. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
I don't know. I definitely. Listen, I grew up in Hollywood where there is insane double standards and has been for multiple generations about how men continue to work and women stop. Now, I think a lot of that's being addressed and fixed, and that everyone has a story, every human being on the planet, everybody wants those stories represented, and why is there ageism in Hollywood? So I definitely grew up under the umbrella of this subject and the scrutiny there and the crusade to fix it. So sure, there are definitely men who age better and some not. And then there are some women who look That's true. They're so beautiful. And for me, a lot of the ones who look the most beautiful have not had a tremendous amount of work done also, because that's, to me, a kind of a different, age sort of.
You just got to take yourself out of the race. Once you've had work done, you can still look hot, but you take yourself out of the race of who looks good and who doesn't.
It's different. I agree with that. It's different. It's like it's playing by different rules, maybe.
You just play a different game.
Interesting.
I agree.
But
some of them look great.
The story is about judging, though. And I'm wondering, for example, my hair is going gray, and as a man, I feel zero pressure at all to dye it.
You've never looked better.
Thank you, my love. Thank you.
It's true. I tell you that all the time.
Best I've seen you look too.
Thank you. But my point is, I've never had an executive or someone on Twitter say, you shouldn't let your hair go gray. You look terrible. But women, I think it's a different story. A lot of my friends color their hair, and do they do it because they want to look, they like it that color and they want to feel, that makes them feel pretty? Or do they do it because women are judged differently than men? Yeah. What do you think?
They are, I think. Women are judged differently.
More harshly, or just a different set of criteria?
I feel like men and women are both judged differently. That's what I think. I don't know.
What do you think?
I have to agree. I do think women are judged more harshly. I also think there's an insane standard, not to age, not to gain weight, not to do this, not to do that. And then, Hollywood, fashion, beauty can sort of perpetuate that. However, I think we're in a moment in time where body positivity campaigns and companies and corporations hearing the outcry from consumers and people out in the world, social media has leveled the playing field. In many ways. I think there is a very new era that we are in that's much more embracing and not saying this is a beauty standard and this is a beauty norm. I think that rule book is on fire right now in the sexiest, coolest of ways.
Totally.
I also think that it's hard I look at every person on the planet and they're so beautiful to me. And then somehow,
Every person?
for the most part.
I see some uglies. You've never seen it. You've never seen
You know what? I see some ugly people on the inside, and that informs everything about the outside. It's like, I don't care how hot you are. If you're a dingleberry, as my daughter now just learned that word.
Do you know what that is?
Yes, I do. I told her what it is too. She's like, I want to make my nickname Dingleberry. I was like, can I tell you what a dingleberry really is?
Yeah.
Yeah, and now she just thinks it's the best word.
Totally.
And
DB's DB.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm DB for Dingleberry. I've met some real dingleberries out there, like some real hot people, quote unquote, and then they reveal something about them on the inside that just makes them so much less attractive. And I met some not typically hot people who are so freaking dope on the inside that they become so insanely attractive.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely, an inside out person, but I think we're in a new visual standpoint where we're looking at things differently, and we've got our eyes open and the periphery horsey blinders are off, and it isn't just sort of a cookie cutter standard for people anymore. And I think that's a good thing.
A lot of the social media stuff has been kind of insane in terms of like taking it too far, I think. But I think it has what you said. It's opened people's eyes. So like now you have to really look at it. Beauty, I think, is like if someone's beautiful, you can tell. You don't need someone to tell you what beautiful is. You can tell whether it's something that you like about them, they're talking, and you're like, oh, this person's beautiful, or you can see them like this person's beautiful. You don't need you don't need Vogue or whoever the catalog is to be like, oh, this person's beautiful now.
Catalog, a nice 80s reference. I love it.
I was trying to think of what Vogue does. I don't even know. It's like I still don't know. I'm trying to think of it. But
like a magazine. Yeah.
But
like, catalog, I haven't heard catalog in a minute.
You don't need someone to tell you what's beautiful. Like beautiful is like like this person's hot, this person's beautiful, this person's. You don't need someone that's intrinsic. You naturally know. I think.
I used to get very excited. The catalogs were all people had, for a sexy reference. You used to get so excited for.
What is a catalog? I actually don't even know.
Oh,
it's like a shopping magazine.
Yeah, and they
I used to get those.
Yeah, they wear the fashions. I would always flip to the underwear section as a kid because where else are you gonna get it?
Acting up, dude.
Yeah. What? Well, I didn't have a lot in my little farm town. Let me have the underwear section.
No, it is not like today where you can, with the flick of a finger, have access to everything. Catalogs back in the day were literally like very important to
I used to get
people.
highlights. You guys get highlights?
I love highlights!
Oh my God.
That's a catalog?
No.
You never order books?
No, I have to listen. I want to welcome you and agree with you, but I have to disagree with you there.
Dude,
it's
you
a
didn't read
magazine.
books?
You can't buy anything from a highlight.
Underwear in them?
I love highlights. That's hilarious.
But I'm with you on highlight.
2 to 1,
We love
outvoted.
it. What? Outvoted. Well, leave the catalog to us. You got this.
Okay, where am I? I'm laughing so hard. Okay, all right, we'll be right back with more. Okay, welcome back. I'm here with Ross Mathews and Caleb Pressley. Up next, Variety reports that Amanda Seyfried and Evan Rachel Wood are working on a musical adaptation of the 1991 film and cult classic Thelma and Louise.
Okay.
Amanda even missed out on her acceptance at the Golden Globes for The Dropout, for which she won because she said, I'm creating a new musical, and Variety reports that this probably was it.
PR move, she should have went. That's what I think. She should have gone.
You should, if you're going to possibly win an award, you do everything to go.
Show up. How many can you possibly win?
Common ground. I'm with you. If I'm nominated for an award, I'm sorry, but I'm going to go just on the off chance.
My personal policy is you don't believe in awards because it doesn't matter if you win them, but if you're about to win one, you go.
Oh, okay.
Because it's important if you win.
Yeah.
But if you're not going to win, you don't go.
Okay, how do you know if you're going to win or not?
Yeah, that's a good point.
That is a good point.
Roasted. So
no,
you just
not
got roasted.
I was actually going to ask you because if I'm ever nominated, I'm not likely to win. So I was sort of curious. It's true. But you know what? I do go.
You have won.
I have won a few very I'm not very nominated. I'm not a big, that's not, listen, I have it too good. I'm not complaining.
Yeah, okay.
What awards you have? If you don't mind me asking, I just want to know.
I like a Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Award.
Did you get slimed?
I did.
Did you really?
I did.
That's
with
fire.
I got slimed with the Charlie's Angels. I don't think I ever got slimed when I won.
What does it feel like to get slimed? Is it cold? What's the temperature?
It's exactly what you
Dude,
think
I
it
knew
is.
that. I knew it was cold. I've
thought-
always wondered, but I knew.
Yeah.
It feels like cold vomit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be right back.
But you're so like in the moment, and it's so fun to get like Nickelodeon slimed. It's so iconic that you're like, bring it on.
And they approve it beforehand, or do you have any idea the slime's coming?
You know it's coming.
You know, so you have a change of clothes.
I didn't bring a change of clothes that day. I guess
Oh.
I should have.
And does it get in the heel? Does it get in the shoe?
Oh yeah, it's everywhere.
Wow.
Okay, so do you know the movie Thelma and Louise?
Oh yeah.
No. Okay.
Oh, it's so good. You have to
by the way,
tonight.
I have to tell you, you would. I think you should see the movie.
about watching Mamma Mia. I see it on my scroll all the time.
If you're gonna watch Mamma Mia,
better than Mamma Mia.
No, different.
Different.
But if
I'm
you were
close to pulling the trigger on Mamma Mia. You know how you scroll over something, you're like, oh,
well,
I
and
might
that's
do it.
Amanda Seyfried. I love her.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't want to hate on Mamma Mia, but I just do have to agree with Drew. You would really love Thelma and Louise because it's badass.
so cool.
Uh-huh.
Really?
And, yeah.
You should see that movie. I think you would love it. In fact, we want receipts and reports. Caleb, will you watch it?
I'll watch it.
For
I'll
some
watch it.
fun pop culture
I'll call
homework.
in. I'll give you like a 1-minute report.
Yeah.
That's what we
Yes.
Caleb
want.
Pressley 1-minute report.
Yes,
Thelma and Louise.
please.
Yeah.
I'm
I
not
will.
kidding.
Oh my
Because
god.
I'm happy to get a recommendation because I'm always looking for something.
Thelma
And
and
Louise,
Louise.
you'll love it. And I want to know which one you are. I think
Yes.
you're
Oh, they're two different personality types?
yeah.
Yes.
You think I'm more of a Thelma or a Louise?
I think he's more of a Louise, which is Susan Sarandon.
Agreed.
Agreed.
I-
oh, she's
100%.
awesome. Who's
Yeah.
Thelma?
Oh,
Gina Davis.
Gina Davis.
Sheesh. I might be Gina too.
I just think you're going to love the movie so much, and I can't wait
What's
for
it
the
about?
1-minute report.
Two women are fed up and they take life into their own hands.
Very
Sheesh.
well said, Rossi.
Thank you.
Good
Sounds
synopsis.
scandalous. Where do they
Thank
go?
you.
Las Vegas?
It is, I'm not going to tell you a single thing about it, but it is empowering and powerful. And it just,
There was nothing like it
No.
until that time, and there's never quite been something like it since.
and a musical about like,
by the way, it also commits.
Was it not a musical the first time?
no.
Why you say it like that?
Because when you see it, you're
Yeah.
going to be like, how would this ever become a musical?
Interesting.
Yeah. Over the cliff. Over the cliff. You know what? I'm actually in negotiations to write the music for this year. I didn't want to ruin it, but yeah. Anyway, that'll be in the trades tomorrow.
All right. Well, moving to men's hairstyle trends. Is long hair having a moment?
Is it?
Caleb.
Hello.
Was it
The
not-
men's fashion website Fashion Beans compiled a list of the 30 best long hairstyles for men in 2023, including
There's only
bangs,
one.
side parts, braids,
No, there's
mullets, side fades, and even man buns.
Did you
No,
hear
no,
all
no,
those?
no.
And
So-
you have long hair.
And you have a man bun right now.
No. Sage gave me the list before I came in here.
Okay.
And he gave me the list of 30.
Uh-huh.
I swear to God, all my life, 25 of them are just like long hair parted to the right. Long hair parted to the left. Long hair's long hair, I think.
Yeah, well, where do you part yours? Right now it's all pulled back.
I don't.
No.
But I don't want to be like the front man for long hair because I literally grew it out and I haven't cared since. I barely wash it. I only wash it if I'm going to see Drew Barrymore or you.
I will
Yes.
say it looks very clean.
Yeah.
because I washed it today, but I normally don't.
We're so
I don't,
proud.
That's
Do
what
you
I do for my
always-
shoots.
Do you always pull it back up in a man bun, or what do you do with it?
I couldn't. I mean, I'm embarrassed to say this. There could not be less thought involved. Kelsey's my producer for Sunday Conversation, which Drew's about to do after this.
I'm
Yeah.
so honored. Thank you for
And
having me.
so I do my hair down for Sunday Conversation, and then I always say before, I'm like, Kelsey, does my hair look crazy? And sometimes she says, looks good. I'm like, let's go, fire it up. We look good. And she's like, it looks a little crazy. I'm like, that would be funny too if it looks crazy.
Let me ask you a
I
question
think it looks
because
good.
I tried to do this thing on the show called Hair Up, Hair Down. And I feel like when my hair is down, there's one kind of way I hold myself a little bit.
Well, how?
I don't know, it's just a little more loosey-goosey. But the second I get the hair up, I feel like it changes me. Like I get a little more business-like, a little
You
more.
look like you're mad at Dingleberry right now.
I'm mad as a dingleberry.
You're grounded, Dingleberry.
You dingleberry, get over here. I just feel like I don't know, it changes my demeanor.
Really?
Yeah. Even when she does a high pony, which always gets me like in the mood. She's got this like fun.
Ross acting up today.
No. I mean, like
Sheesh.
when she comes out on a high pony, I know it's going to be a fun day because you're right. I guess your hair it does dictate your energy.
It does. Something happens to me when my hair goes up. It's like all the sass comes out, and I just feel much more sharp.
What are you doing on
business-like.
Sunday Conversation? Do you know yet?
What kind of hair are you going to wear?
I don't know. What should I do?
Maybe hair up.
Yeah. Caleb, will you do a high pony?
Wait, is this not high pony?
It's a high bun. I'd like it.
No, I've never done a high pony in my life.
Let's do it now. Do it now. High pony.
I think a high pony would be great.
I don't know how to do it.
Okay, may I?
Sure, do it.
All right, here we go. So just lean your head
Don't get
forward.
fired up. And if you
know
do,
what?
just don't
If
say
I'm gonna
anything.
Whip your lean forward for me. Or here, I can do it. You can lean back. Oh, wow. He did wash today.
I did hear a rumor, though, the less you wash, the healthier your hair is. And for the record, that's why I'm doing it.
I'm doing a half up. Look at Drew. See, isn't this a fun energy?
Drew,
what?
you faker.
Whoa. She just whipped extensions out.
She just cut her hair.
Do you wear extensions every day? I didn't know this.
Yeah,
What?
a little.
Why don't you just take biotin?
I do actually. It's not that much. It's just a little like.
A little filler, like
Yeah.
a little fluff it out.
Yeah.
But that's even different than the other energy you had.
I need a ponytail holder.
You want me to just
wait.
stand back there with my hand around it?
I see what you're saying, but in terms of like the storyline, I could be wrong. I don't think guys think about it. Unless it's the guy with
I
it's
think
on the
guys
side.
think about their
if it's on the
hair
side, if they
all
get it
the
cut on the
time.
side, then maybe they're thinking too much about it. And they just stop thinking about it.
Can I ask you a question? I think that men think about 3 things
Okay.
a lot. Like women think about a billion things, but men think about 3.
What are they?
Can we guess? You go first.
Sex.
Wait, let me. Oh, that was not where I was going.
That's not one of them?
Sage, you have a pen.
Well, Drew, you were wrong with
Yeah,
your
because
3.
men are
I'm
definitely.
going to write mine down so that you know I'm not just
Oh,
guessing
let's all write
you.
ours down. Let's all write ours
that's
down.
a fun
and reveal
game.
them.
Okay. So she's writing. Well, why don't we confer? As there's the men here, so can we use that? So
Oh,
we're gonna
okay.
do
What were you thinking? Tell me what you were thinking.
and oh God, think of the third one. Let's lock in on that.
All
I
right,
feel
lock
good
in.
about these 3.
I think, and I feel like 75% sure that hers are going to match ours.
Yeah,
Now,
and
now that she's thought about it, her first list was not right.
No,
but-
I messed it up and I wanted it to look graphically desirable. They say the same thing. I didn't change any.
Okay.
And just to be specific, I think we should be saying straight men. I think our list is specifically about straight men.
I think so, but I do.
Wait, let's do
Because
a
if it's gay
modified
men,
list for
it would be
gays.
like-
Let's do a modified list for gays.
Okay, like the gay list. Okay, ready?
Let's-
Same number 1.
Yeah.
Same
okay.
number 2, and the third one is
Yeah, yeah.
Bravo.
Okay.
Okay, we're good.
All right.
Drew,
Oh.
do you want us to do our first?
Yeah.
One
Okay.
for one.
Okay.
Oh yeah, 1 for 1. Smart.
Yeah.
That's a
Our
better
first
way to
one
play
is-
a game.
Our first one is sex.
Okay, we're gonna lock in on sex.
I did not have sex on the list.
Okay, that's an oversight on your part.
I'm seeing obviously that is the case.
Okay, what's your number 1?
Height.
She's lost. She's in a dark place.
No, that's bad.
That's not like a obsession of men. Is that their tallness or lack thereof?
Maybe short men. I think short men maybe think about
See,
it.
both of you cannot maybe relate to that.
See, I don't speak for anyone other than myself,
Okay.
which is a smart way to do a PR, right?
Well, we have a live
My
one
producer's
here.
shaking
You
her
know
head,
what?
yes.
I hear where you're coming from on that. Okay, all right. That's not your first.
Here's
both of you.
our number 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so he wrote this down because of the time constraints. I agree with him. I think it's a good point. It's not necessarily my number 2. He's writing a new one now.
I would put this on the same category.
All right.
Money, power, job.
Okay.
Like
I think job. Yeah,
Damn
money,
it!
job.
That would be my number 4.
okay.
Well, it's a list of 3.
Number 2.
Hair.
Okay.
Okay.
I think short, bald men think like you think. Okay.
Maybe I am a short bald man.
I think we're really getting to her chewy little center right now. Okay. And our number 3, and you wrote this one.
Yeah, I mean it's negotiable. I mean it's could be disputed. I would say boobs,
I let him have number 3.
sex, money,
Yeah,
and
because
boobs.
I don't think that's your number 3.
Oh no, I'm good.
This is Bravo. He said.
Maybe when I was a baby, I was interested in them, but now not so much.
Mine's penis. Like they care about the penis size, the height,
I think she's on to something with that one.
and the hair. And by the way, the next was going to be like power and money, but I think that's like 4th. But maybe for some men, it's number 1.
Yeah. Penis could have been on our list. Now that I think about it. Yeah.
That's your list, dude.
Hey, fair point. Thank
I think
you.
what Caleb was trying to say is it's not a worry.
Well, he's good. We're good.
No.
All right.
You're tall, you've got a full head of hair, and
sounds like
penis isn't even on your list.
Yeah.
That's
So,
not what we
okay.
said. Ross
Perfect.
quit.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, all right.
Acting up again.
Let's see.
What did you learn
You're
about
an
men
act-up
there,
meter.
Drew? What did you learn?
Your list had 4 on it.
Well, I added the 4th because of the money power dynamic, and I do think that like is some men's agenda.
Can I do my 3? Because we kind of collaborated.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I think it would
boobs will
probably
still be
be
on
in no
it.
particular order. Sex is going to be on your top 3. Sports.
Oh, that could be a Rossi thought too.
Yeah.
That's in the top 3.
Yeah, I mean, I think about figure skating all day.
if you think like if you saw every single thought of a guy all day long, they might not think they think about it, but I think that they would have a percentage of they're just thinking about their picks, their gambling picks, or their sports team. I think that would be in the top, and I want to stand by boobs as 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sex.
Well, sex is 1.
Right, sex
Boobs
is number
3.
1, boobs
Yeah.
is 3,
I'm
and
gonna circle-
a boobs
Sports boobs,
and
too.
sex sandwich
Sports
with
boobs.
sports as the meat.
Yeah. Now I'm hungry.
And food. We didn't even think about food.
Food.
Food's
By the
definitely
way-
in the top 3.
Yeah,
It would probably be
What would it
food,
replace?
sex, boobs.
food, sex, boobs.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's easier.
Can't boobs be in the sex category?
No, that's insane.
Because then you could have food, sex, sports. And that really encompasses everything. But maybe boobs are too important to fold into the sex omelet.
I mean, listen, I'm doing this for my guy Glennie Balls, who you'll meet in a minute. I'm going to put boobs in top 3.
All right.
Okay.
You heard it here. All right, last, a woman named Tina Hulley recently went viral on TikTok for using a power tool as a bat signal to summon her husband to fix things around the house. Tina was sick of waiting for over a year for him to finish a project, so she simply did this,
Oh, she got a power
and he
tool.
came calling.
I was wondering why I was
Now,
there.
women across TikTok are using the bat signal of a drill to get their house projects done.
I thought you were about to fix something.
No, I was just using
That's
it.
been on the table. If you're just listening to this, that's been on the table the entire interview, and we didn't know why it was coming up.
Well, now you know.
Yeah. I wanted to say it was a power tool just in case people are listening to this because it also sounds like a vibrator. I'm just going to say, which wouldn't make
By
sense
the way,
in the story.
this is where you guys don't understand women.
Yeah.
If you heard this, you would not use it as a vibrator.
Oh, really? Yeah.
No,
I'm not
because
exactly well versed on how that works.
You would know that you probably would never be able to engage in anything again. So,
All right, good to see. I learned something. This is-
vibrators have a very soft hum in comparison to that. Here's this vibrator.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
that does sound nicer.
Different.
Yeah.
Sound like meditative.
I love news you can use with some takeaway. Thanks, Drew.
So, what do you guys think about this story?
I think she was definitely using a vibrator.
I like that women now have a honey.
That sounds like a vibrator again, the way you said
It
it.
sounds like a totally different story now that we're all picturing.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
So funny. I didn't even bother to picture
Yeah.
it.
Oh, really? Now I did. Well, listen, I have to say, I want to know, are you handy around the house? Can
Oh,
you
good
use it?
question.
Thank you. Can you
No,
use
I'm
a
not.
tool?
My little brother's handy. Like I've seen a handy man. And I'm not like him. No way, no chance. I can do the main things you have to do. Set up a TV.
Yeah.
You can?
Call somebody to set up your TV.
Yeah.
Can you set up the TV or do you call someone to set up the TV?
Can I? Yes. Do I call? Yes.
Okay, perfect.
You know, I'm handy, Drew. I like to do it. I hang everything in the house.
I
and
know you do. You are all man, Rossi.
Thank you. Everything's well hung in my house.
Jail. This guy needs to go to jail.
Well, everybody,
Jail.
I got to tell you, this has just been my cup of tea. I love it. I just thank you, Caleb, so much for coming on the show.
It's been my pleasure.
Such a blast.
I'll call and I'll give you my 1 minute report.
On Thelma
On
and
the Thelma
Louise.
and
Yeah, I
Louise.
will. I would love to see. I can't wait to see it.
Also, you could tell Rossi and I which ones you think we are. Am I Thelma and Louise or is he Thelma and Louise?
Okay, I'll put it in the report.
Okay,
All right, thank you.
fantastic.
And the good thing about the report is I won't see you guys, so I can be honest.
Yeah, totally. We won't be staring you down.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Rossi. I love you so much.
I love you.
Love
Can I
you
hold
so
your
much.
drill?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And you want to do it too.
I do
Go
wanna-
for it. It's so satisfying, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, follow the Drew's
Jail.
News podcast wherever you get your podcasts. And if you like this, if you like a podcast, Caleb, what's a good way to tell people? Like I've said, go tell your cat, or stop somebody in a grocery aisle and share that information with them. What's your suggestion?
Tell your friends, because your friends will listen to you. If you stop someone in the grocery aisle, they will not. Your
Caleb,
friends will listen.
I
Your
need
friends
more
will
of
listen.
you in my
your
life.
Twitter followers, they won't listen, but your friends will listen.
All right. Well, then let me just change that to tell a friend about the Drew's News podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And
Quality programming. I really like the show.
Well, I'm very excited to do your show right now.
Don't get too excited.
That's our show, and as always, we make this for you, so take it with you.
That was fun.
That was so fun!